What is going on, guys? Inglows back, and with more Final Fantasy VII news. Now, I know I'm a little bit late with this news, however, I have been a little bit busy in this last couple days, although I know that's not an excuse. Anyways, regarding this news, let's see here. We have been announced, it has been announced, right? But Tetsuya, the battle system is going to see some dramatic changes. Now, we did see this coming. I mean, it was blatantly obvious that if you kept the old battle system for the FF7, right, it wasn't going to be very immersive. Now, we do need some drastic changes because the new generation, right, is experiencing a more immersive game experience. I mean, look at Final Fantasy 13. It was just a little bit more fun and entertaining, especially for the new audience, right? So it's definitely something that we had to expect coming. For one, I am very excited for that, but let me know what you guys think of that. One thing I really wish that they're going to change, right, is the random battles. Call me old fashioned, right? But the old Final Fantasy games, right, you'd walk around randomly around town or around the map, and bam, you randomly start fighting again. And that was very annoying. And what I liked about FF13 is that you could see your opponent prior to you fighting them, so it was an optional fight. Final Fantasy VII, however, 8, 9, and so on, all the previous ones, right, they were random. It got in between the story, in my opinion, because it took you longer to get to your destination and so on, and so that should definitely be optional if you want to do battle encounters. Just don't make them random, right? It was quite annoying, and to this day it still is, just talking about it, right? Now, I got this information from Kotaku, right? It's a great source, right? They definitely do their homework and such. But one of the things that the article said, right, was that yes, just because it's going to be a dramatic change does not mean that it's not going to be recognizable. So it's definitely not going to be like a first-person shooting, similar to what Dirge of Cerberus was, to some sort of like third person and stuff. Like, it's not going to be that, or else you'll take what made Final Fantasy VII a unique game to begin with, right? So it is going to be drastic, but it's not going to make it unrecognizable, which is, and I'm glad to see that Square Enix is definitely they definitely know what they're doing. A lot of people have high expectations of this, so they can't make it too drastic, right? They also said they were going to be using the Advent Children as reference, and so they're going to be using it as like an inspiration for the character models and everything, right? And if you really look, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children were amazing for their time. It's definitely not going to be the same system. What is it? Graphics engine? I think that's what they said. That graphics system that they used was like a decade old, and so the graphics are definitely okay. Basically because we've been spoiled with the new graphics that the PS4 has to offer and such, but they're gonna use inspiration from Advent Children material. I hope it stays really similar to that. I think that they did an amazing job when it came to the movie. Barrett wasn't what was it? Like, Barrett didn't sound like Mr. T, for one, so they definitely did a great job with his voice and his character physique. Now, one thing that Advent Children did was that they had Kate Sith on top of Red 13, so I'm really curious whether they're going to keep the machine that Kate Sith was originally riding in the game, or are they going to do that differently, or I don't know. So that's definitely going to be interesting, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know. Anyways, guys, this is Enclosure signing out.